very clearly when I was not a Christian, when my life was just about what I woke up to every day. I just went into that round of life, and it ends at the end of the day. I sleep again. He does the basic prayer that my mother does, and yeah, he rolls back into the next day again and just keeps going. And before you know it, the month gone, 2 months. And I'm trying to now compare it to what it is now, where I have found Christ. And when I found Christ and how purposeful my life became because I understood the plan that God had. Of course, the reality is that you won't have it fully clear, but you have it well enough to know that this is God's way for me. And most of the time, I found that level of insight from studying the word. So, what do you think around blueprints? When you hear blueprint, it looks like the document. Yeah. Blueprints, the documents, and our lives generally. For those that don't live a life directed by a blueprint, and those that live it, you know the difference.
Now, it's as clear as night and day. God said that in the volume of the book, it was written concerning me. That was a prophecy that was written about Jesus Christ. Now, everyone who is successful in whatever field, in whatever endeavor, be it a spiritual endeavor, mental endeavor, emotional endeavor, material endeavor, anyone who is successful works with a plan. Anyone. You don't go into a meeting without an agenda. Otherwise, you just get in there without a purpose. You just be rambling, going about, beating about the bush. But if you have an agenda, you know when we are starting, you know where we are ending, you know other matters arising. That's a blueprint. A blueprint is actually a document about my life, a document about your life. Now, these are not auto-generated things. These are things that are thought through, thought over, and well thought about.
You feel like in meditation?
Yes, in meditation, they come forth. Now, listen, if somebody is as organized as having a to-do list, before going to bed, tonight, I have things that I've put down as to-do list against tomorrow. And again tonight, I check what I wrote down yesterday on my to-do list today. So I'm able to measure my progress. I'm able to see how far I went in accomplishing my set goals today. I'm able to measure my own success. I'm not competing against anybody. I'm just competing against myself. I want my tomorrow to be better than today. I want to be more effective tomorrow than I was today. So I'm not just beating about the bush. I'm not just shadow boxing. I have a purpose, I have a plan, I have a goal, I have a focus, I have a destination. There's a place where I'm going. And this is where planning comes in. The blueprint is basically about a life lived to the uttermost, fulfilling the purpose of God. And when we have people who do not have the Spirit of God on the inside of them, and we see them succeed, they use exactly the same principles. They use exactly the same principles. Now, God ordered the world in such a way and manner that whether you believe him or you don't, if you use biblical principles, you will get biblical results. And so it is sad and unfortunate when children of the kingdom, who are supposed to be the first beneficiaries of what God has in mind for them, are not taking advantage of these things, and we see people who are overtly against God taking advantage of these things because they are structured, they are organized, they are detailed, they are conscientious. We see them getting results, and we begin to wonder, where is God? Everything has to do with planning. I want to say up front that planning does not negate faith. In actual fact, the Bible tells us that in the morning, sow your seed. In the evening, do not withhold your hand, because you do not know which one of these two will prosper, whether this or that. So that's basically my take on this, on planning. God is a planner. God is a planner. Now, when God created the heavens and the earth, Bible makes it clear that the earth was without, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and the earth was without form, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. It was void. What did God do? God brought order into chaos. He brought light into darkness. He structured things. Let there be light. And there was light. So God is a planner. When he created the heavens and he created the earth, he created the firmament, he created the skies, he created this, he created that. He created man, the crowning glory of his creation, on the sixth day. That was deliberate. That was intentional. Why did I say that? Because God needed to have created everything that man would require for his sustenance on earth before creating man. If we gave that responsibility to somebody else, he might be highly cerebral, he might be very intelligent, he might say, okay, this is my end goal. So I'm after man. So let me create man first. And then you begin to wonder, where will the man sleep? Or you begin to wonder, where will the man eat? You begin to wonder, how will the man sustain himself? The earth is a self-sustaining entity. Now that we are talking about climate change, sustainability and all that, if we have followed the principles of God from creation, there will have been no problem, because God created the earth in such a way and manner for it to be self-sustaining. So God is a planner. He planned it, he structured it, and everything was made and is still made to go according to order. So planning effectively brings order into chaos.